Hello and welcome every one of you beautiful people. It is Sunday and it is the weekly forecast with Eivindfx here on YouTube. Welcome every one of you beautiful people coming in from wherever you are from. Hope you are great. Hope that you are ready with questions. I hope you are ready with your fire humor. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna go through some forex pairs that I probably haven't done in the weekly forecast that I posted yesterday. So if you have not seen that one, well, welcome, my hope that you saw that one, and if you didn't, I'm gonna give you the link in a very, very, very few seconds. The other one out there is that you guys are the leader of this weekly forecast. You are the leader here today, so I'm gonna follow you. I have done what I wanted to do yesterday, and I am gonna do, there we go, pin message, there we go. Hello Harold, hello Aaron, hello Alexander, hello Budgun, everyone who's here. And Ash is back as a YouTube member. Great. So, coming in for next week, what is expecting? What should we look out for? What is out there in the bushes? What kind of, what do you call it? What kind of ambush do we have out there? Well, let's go through the market and see. To mentorship students, I published, not that one, I published something else for you guys. I sent this guys out to you guys. Please read it. It is very important. I also added every one on this one. So this one is importante. Very good. And I'm going to give you all the other links to what I have here. So I'm just going to go, whoops, it's gone. And then I'm going to start a totally new page of everything goodness that I have to bring you guys today. So right now on seasonality on Euro, we are supposed to be bottoming out. I don't think this is going to be the bottom of the market. The reason why is we still have dollar strength. We haven't seen a reversal yet. Might happen, but we haven't seen one yet. So, yeah. The other one that I kind of want to publish out there is one. If you have never talked to me ever before, I have a standing offer for a free 1 hour phone call, or for 30 minutes if you want that one instead. I'm gonna have one tomorrow, so if you want a free 1 hour call with me, free, a mentorship or whatever you guys call it, going through what your weaknesses are, how can I help you, is there anything I can help to ever do to you, sure, hit me up on Discord. The link is in the description to Discord. Find my name, or depends on which Discord you're in with me, and find my name. Hit me up on a DM and I will give you a link. You can sign up if there is an available spot for you. And we shall get down to business. So I'm here to help you out. The other one, I have a Black Friday, Black whatever, Black is Black. Black something offer. I have $300 for 6 months of a mentorship. I think that's a pretty good deal, by the way. I don't think that's pretty bad. But if that is something you would like to go to, I would go to the link down below and go to Eivindfx /p/mentor on the internet, and you can buy it there. There is no code. It's only costing 300, and after that, price is gonna go up. So if you're thinking, well, Ivan, you have too high prices, well, talk to me. I will talk to you, goose. Depends what the relationship had before. And I will definitely see if we can help out. And I know there's people who want some kind of, what do you call it? Some kind of discount on the daily setups. I've seen that one too. But I'm like, nah, not today. The reason for that mostly is because I think it's low enough. I think it's well below enough. I have seen people taking 30, 90, 200, whatever per month. I only take 30. I think that's fair enough. I think that is small enough. Yeah. Anyways. Hello, Hope. Hello, Tommy. Hello, Amir. Hello, Ash. Hello, Michael. Great. Ready for a new week. Just passed on the FGMO challenge on Friday. Oh yeah. We are clapping for everyone who is succeeding in this kind of market. That is great. Now, we have coffee. We have some extra soda water. And fresh from the neighbor, by the way. I just have to see if you guys can see me here. Where are you guys? You guys see? Papaya. I don't know if you guys can see how delicious this papaya looks like. But yeah. So that's how it is to be in Kenya. I don't have that in Norway. Definitely not fresh from the farm, fresh from the tree. But there we go. So on the 10-year G note, we have bit of a high, bit of a low, something. Yeah. So what is going to happen? So what is this? This is risk off. Let's go see if we can see that one also in the other markets. Risk off this fall here. DXY is going higher. That is definitely risk off. I'm going to go more detailed through that. This is November 1st. And this seasonality for November was to the upside. So that's great too. And also that we are seeing something that still continues higher. The other thing here is S&P was not risk off on Friday. That is also a different, sorry. But sure, still higher high, still. Akshat says hello. Bodgan says $1 please. We shall do so. Yes. Sick. Growing seedlings. Yeah, we have some things. Me, by the way, Michael, was a trial, not a challenge. Looking forward to getting into a challenge. Great, Hope. Great. That is my attempt to do some Irish in there. Okay. So okay. Let's go to Komplett.no is telling me there's a black week. I can save thousands of kroner if I just click the link. Okay, good. Fair enough. Euro dollar at the moment is in a very strong downtrend. Hi, sir. Do you think FTMO or these firms are legit? You have to ask Michael. You have to ask other people. I have personally not done them. I honestly don't know. I know there was a trouble with which one was it? Was it FTMO? Well, you have to go to Chironic's channel. He had a challenge there. He had a video there talking about one of the firms where they literally just said, well, you guys are not getting what you were been paying for. So, and then just kicked them off the program. So, yeah. I haven't done it. I can't vote for them. I can't vote for anything, either left or right. So, that's me. Good evening, Ojo. And your Pip Finders. Yeah, that's a new one. That's a good one. Cheers to Ojo and his creativity there. Coffee at 9 p.m. Yeah. There he goes, I guess. Euro dollar still to the downside. Still very bearish. Putting on some moving averages today just to brighten the life up. So this is the general trend. We're down. That is like the longer term. This is the medium term. This is the short term. Everyone are tilted to the downside. That it means that we are very aggressively bearish. Hopping up to the 4 hour. We are hoping for the EMAs again. We are still aggressively to the downside. Aggressive. So I guess that FTMO and all those companies, most of them are, well, they're preying on you failing and trying again and you getting the monthly fee, and that's how they kind of service their business. So it's kind of like, it's a double sword edge business plan though. But if you feel like doing it, cool. Give me the feedback. Hope. I can try. Okay. Ojo, please. Please. With the deepest respect for your last name, I can try. So Hope is not making fun of you, it's making fun of me and my whiteness, but I can try. It's Ojo Ula Sun Kan Mi. So Ojo Ula Sun Kan Mi. Is that a good one? I think that's a good one. But yeah, Ojo. Was that a good explanation? Is that a good pronunciation? So yeah, so basically just waiting for weekly pullbacks here, weekly charts, sorry, weekly pivots. Either 1333, 1374, and as long as we are below 1600-ish, we're still bearish. Thank you. So I have been trained in Swahili lately, so some of the names are quite difficult sometimes. Most of it is easy, but some of them are, of course, Kamati is very very easy to say. But if you have like those, not village names, but more like not so easy to pronounce names, yes. I try. So yeah, so USD to the downside, basically it. And then purple today. Okay, I didn't know I had purple rain, but there we are, white again. US 30, says Andrew. Yes, somebody asked for US 30 in my live there. So in my weekly forecast. So yeah, we'll do that one too. Hello, Aitila. Great session on Friday. I just want to say that I recorded, and I will give you the link to the YouTube where you will post it to YouTube, to a private part of YouTube. So yeah, just so I remember that. Also to myself, I need to do that before I go to bed. What's next? US 30. Is that the only one next? Staying alive, staying alive. Stay alive. So I should give you guys give you some value there on the euro. I guess my thoughts on that. So if that deserves a like, first one, last one, second time, I'm gonna mention that like button. That's the only one. But yeah, pound dollar US 30. So I didn't do US 30 in my weekly forecast. I can do that first. Okay. So what is my general theory in this life? First of all, I always go to monthly on the indices. And on the monthly, we haven't reached 35,000. We haven't reached 34,700 yet. So those are the prices I'm looking for to go higher on. But also we are in November, and November is normally boom. What is it? It's probably mostly Nasdaq, Dow Jones Industrial Average. Yeah. November on the column here is fantastic. Tuesday is the best day to trade. We have most Tuesdays in general are the ones that gives you the most reward. And November is the definitely best month to trade. So, okay. I guess it goes. Pound dollar, says C1 Trading Institute. Good evening, by the way. Hi, Evan. How long do you think dollar is going to stay strong? I'm gonna have a very I'm not gonna have an unprofessional answer to that, and I'm gonna say, how long do you think that, like for yourself though, how long do you think you can how long time do you think it takes for you to build a house yourself? So what does that mean? That means that that's how long I think it will take. I think we're gonna stay strong if everything goes not according to my plan. If everything goes into the idea of like the strongest strong dollar I have, I think we're gonna go for months. But until then, we are still gonna be there. So what's my theory about my pivot point setup? First of all, I have a video on that. So if you Google, if you search on YouTube, Eivindfx pivot points, I'm going to do it for you so you can see which video I'm talking about. Eivindfx pivot points. there is a video there. Somebody says they don't understand what I'm saying, so I'm going to say it here as well. This is strategy. This is where you find the indicators and everything in the comment section. A bit of a 1.7. Okay, it's okay. And then this is my strategy as well. What I do, how I do it, and all those things. With some trades, real trades in the end as well. So by the way, also this also contains real trades. So what do I do on the indices with pivot points? I would look to buy in this area, this area, this area, this area, and this area. So let's see how that went. That went splendidly. That went splendidly. That went splendidly. That went not so well. It went splendidly. We haven't gone there yet. On monthly, the market does one out of two things, and mostly the second thing. It can drop all the way down to target for sellers and a bit below, but mostly it will bounce in the buy zone every month. So that's why I'm going to do. I'm just going to wait for the buy zone. Whatever happens in the month, I'm just going to wait for the buy zone, buy it up, put a stop loss somewhere, or never, by the way, and wait for it to go higher. I definitely think it's going to have dollar strength in January. I just think that maybe there's going to be weakness in December. That's generally my plan for December. But this year is different. That's why I fear that this year is different. So we are 25, 26 people right now live here. Please, give me where you're from. Give me where you're from. I want to do that. I don't know if my audience has changed. Is it still America that mostly people are from? That's at least what my figure says. Mostly America and then the United Kingdom. But yeah, where are you guys from? Family. That's what we are. So I don't know if other YouTuber talks about family, but we are family. Boom, boom. South Africa. I know there's another guy from South Africa as well here. But yeah. Yeah. Indonesia. Oh, I'm sorry, Andrew. I was thinking about that, so I'd probably make this live earlier then, since Indonesia is so late. Spain, Española, Hola, Bangladesh, Botswana, Malaysia. Oh, what is Malaysia? What is Malaysia supposed to be? That's supposed to be... What is Malaysia supposed to be? Malaysia... Say... Malaysia. I guess it's not Malay, is it? It's not Malay. Hello, welcome. Maybe. Salamat datang was the word I was looking for. Anyways, I'm here from the UK, Nigeria. Sorry, Arfin. Christian, Norway. Velkommen, by the way. Yeah. So I should have probably do this earlier, but anyways. So what I do on these indices, basically, I just wait for the pullbacks. If it never comes, it never comes, but it normally does come. And I try to buy. I basically just do it at the beginning of the month and just try to forget. It's not always as easy, just forgetting. But you know, it's interesting. It's fun. It's fun that it goes up and down and goes up in the end. But the thing is, market. The news says, well, we're gonna fall 20%, 50%, or whatever happens. Okay, then we shall fall 20, 50% then. But I don't buy that. I'm not gonna call it B and then another one is an S. I'm not gonna call it that, but I'm gonna call it skrämselspropaganda, which is basically scarcity propaganda. Because they need to sell news, they need to sell something. What does that mean? If nothing is happening, there is no income for whoever says what. So, because I have heard, and for as long as I remember, that we were going to crash, okay? We were going to crash in COVID, okay? The market was going to die. Now, is this the end of the world? Is this, whatever it is this the end? Okay, so let me put facts to the table here. What is factual? Factual is the Fed started supporting the economy, creating price stability, put out the biggest, strongest QE program, I don't know in history, I don't know if it's history, but it's 120 billion a month. Now that's ending. Okay. The next one is, how's America doing? America doing is fantastic. Very great at the moment. Somebody says it's transitionary, so it's going to end. Blah, blah, blah. It's still there. And it's still growing massively. So, what do we think then? What is going to happen now? So, one thing that does make the market fall is taxes. If Biden finds some taxes and get it through, market will fall. So, let me do a comparison on the, maybe say, 10 S&P 500. I would say maybe. Let's see if I can find. Well, why is it not loading now? There it is. So, 2015, I think it is. End of 2015. So, in this area is where we started increasing interest rates in America. Now, that's a 15% drop. So, do remember, when we increase interest rates, it's because the economy is doing so well, we don't need to support it anymore. Okay? That's the whole clue. And this market is built to go higher forever. That is, everyone does. Every market regulator wants this market to go higher because that's a way that they have constructed is how you create your wealth through business, through private companies, because we're not a communist state, basically. The other thing here is, are we going to crash when we increase interest rates? No, I don't think so. And as you can see, as we increase interest rates, market went a bit sideways for, I don't know, a year or something like that. And then they continued up again. And then this time here is when they were reducing their QE program. That was only 7 billion a month in reductions. Market still went higher. So even if we're tapering and everything's like, what? It's still a very bullish market and it doesn't crash like a ton of bricks. So that's why I don't know why I went on that rant. I'm just emphasizing to you people, generally speaking, to everyone who's here, until we see, one, higher taxes, until we see a recession, until we see a market topping out, we have a debt crisis or a liquidity crisis in China going over to America, a bank sector crisis, a real estate crisis where everything is falling, nobody can buy anything, nobody can't afford whatever is out there in the market. That's a market that would be more worried in. If people can't pay for their rent and would rather live on the street than rent a house, generally for the economy, not just one or two, that is a troublesome sign. I still haven't seen it yet. Yes, there's higher prices in America, or in the real estate sector, also in Norway, in New Zealand, in America, but it all depends. Does wages grow as well? So if people can pay for the increased price in goods, we're still okay. Okay? Great. Now we are locked on, everyone on the same page. Which current indicator are you using? Tiffany TSC says I use something called pivot points. Just future support and resistance. And for the 5th millionth of time, I added to my chart instead of giving you the indicator. I'm going to give you the link. It's all free, don't worry. And there's videos on it on the YouTube and on my page if you want to. But yeah, probably going to find those ones now, and I'm going to send this one to you. And which prices to sell, no, where to sell, where to buy, kind of a thing. But it's all generally, you need to work it in, back test it for a week, test it for a month, test it for a year, test it how long ever you want. Strategy. And it might not be the holy grail for you. It might be. I don't know. But test it out for the love of your trading account or your trading career. Test it out. I'm not gonna say it's gonna bring you value to your life, but at least it does to me. So I can only talk for myself. What's your view for Aussie fundamentally? Fundamentally, Aussie currently is on the bearish trend. It's not looking very great. I want it to rebound. I want it to go higher. I want it to improve. But as long as there is lockdowns, as long as China is doing not that great, it was doing a bit better, but yeah. And as long as dollar is going to increase interest rate, Aussie dollar is going to fall. So fundamentally, I think that Aussie is weak. We have reasons to sell Aussie dollar, but yeah. When Aussie starts improving, we'll see that in the numbers. But currently, economically, they are doing very badly. Same thing as Switzerland. Same thing as Japan. Thank you. Just curious, when I started watching your videos the other day, I learned. Okay, cool. Fantastic, Tiffany. I love it. Welcome. And there is also other women here in this group, so if you want to join the women-friendly group, great. Just mentioning, because I just see some coming by. I'm like, we want you here. We would do anything to keep you here. A CPI increased in all country, man. Gold to go high. Stocks, Earth. I don't know if that means SIVA, but increased CPI has not sent gold higher. That's actually sent gold lower. But that's all that. Good. Done talking. Done babbling around, as we will say. As I always say, babbling too much. So, I'll see. As we are still below 73.70, we are still tilted to the lower side. Great. We are bearish. We have a lower low. We can sell that. I can sell that. You can sell that. That's not financial advice, but surely sell it if you want to, but I wouldn't. So I'm looking into this resistance here and this support here. And then we shall see if it goes or not. We shall see on Monday. Pound. Same thing. Pound is a bit of a struggle currency here. So we have the Bank of England. I'm not going to talk too much about this, but Bank of England, basically, what do you call it? Hard to get girlfriend. Basically played us with a little finger and basically just said, well, we're going to increase interest rates, and then do 180-degree turn and say, heh, fooled you, stupid. And then it fell. Right now, I don't know what to do here. I kind of want to buy pound, fundamentally, but because it has strong CPI, strong GDP last week or the previous week, but dollar is strong, so probably buy it against pound yen maybe instead. So right now, well, I guess it will go down lower, but I'm still technically, fundamentally, question mark. The other one is the COT airport, where smart money took 19,000 contracts out of pound and said, I'm not going to buy this anymore. So 19,000 less long contracts. So yeah, market kind of lost. I basically lost my trust in that guy now. He can resign, go home. What's this guy called? Is Low? Is it Low? I don't know if it's Bernard something. I don't know what that guy's called. But yeah, the Bank of England chairman, go home. You basically fooled us with cat and mouse, and then said there's going to be cheese by the end of it, but basically set up a mousetrap instead. So I don't like to be fooled. Hello, Alex. Look at last US CPR release. It increased CPR leads to inflation, man. Okay. Ja vel, okay. Okay, so then So, Siva, since you are on the trip of educating me of what gold does with inflation, I can tell you. Let's Google. High inflation leads to higher gold. Let's do mine first. Lower gold price. And then so so the thing here is, brother, is that gold is a risk off currency, is a safe haven. You buy that when you're scared, okay? And you would buy that if you're scared there is not enough inflation. Why would you do so? Because then if you're not enough inflation, you might have recession. That is really bad for the economy. And you would then sell your gold when you have inflation, which we did. And then you are then seeing, well, we have inflation. I will buy currencies or assets that is going to rise with inflation instead of buying gold, which is supposed to be a counter move to that. So I would rather buy metal. I would rather buy energy. I would rather buy stuff that goes up with inflation rather than selling gold for that reason. So please, if you can find proof statistically or anything else about that contradicts that opinion, I would love to see that. But that is what my research tells me. But okay, bull on pound 2, fundamentally just waiting for technical to line up 2. Do you think RNBZ will increase their rate on Wednesday? The market is pricing it in. New Zealand is doing very well at the moment. What I'm worried about is the forward guidance. I'm worried about the forward guidance. Meaning, what increased rates is it going to be in the future? So, has there been lockdowns in New Zealand? I can't remember if there's been lockdown in New Zealand. I'm a bit of on the sideline there. I would kind of like take it as it comes. See, okay, we're going to increase interest rates now on Wednesday. And then see if the rate pace is still going to continue into the future. They are on the way, Ojo. RMBC are on the way to 1%. And RBN set is currently at 0.5%. And the market is pricing in 1%. Or 1.5, I think it is. 1.25, actually. By next year. So there is a series of rate hikes within now and the future. All right. So hopefully that gave you some value, guys. Good on that. Pound yen. I'm going to give you that one on pound yen this week. So far, at least. Maybe we'll go higher, maybe we'll go lower. As long as we are in the range of 154.50, I will not trade this. If it's not below 152.50, I will not trade this. So, until then, brother, I will sail. Sail. No, what was the sound like? Sail away. No, that was just a sound in my own head. Sail away with me, honey. So yeah. So New Zealand rate hike this week. There is meeting minutes out of Europe. There's meeting minutes out of America that we really need to look into to see who was thinking what were they thinking, what were they not thinking, and who is going to be more bullish. How many is still bullish on the dollar, on the rate hike for next year, and how many believe that the inflation is still just transitionary. Khaled says that Japan is going to close on Monday. Yeah. And also America is going to close on Friday. It's going to be, what is it? Is it Thanksgiving over there? Well, I don't know. We don't have that over here. So can some Americans tell me what's going to happen on Friday? But yeah. Is America going to be open on Friday? I've seen some Thanksgiving, or it's just going to be a short day. Thanksgiving market open 2021. Markets will be closed on Thanksgiving, but open on Black Friday. Okay, I guess. We can look into which day that is. Thursday, that's when they're going to be closed. Does that say in the economic calendar? It doesn't say, but okay. So stock market is closed on Thursday, 25th, but open again on Friday. So Thursday is going to be fun. That means nothing happening at least. Okay, good. Continue. New markets. What other markets should we go through? Can't sing though. My siblings always told me that I was tone deaf and I couldn't sing, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, you guys have to. Is pound yen potentially for long? Nah, I wouldn't. Well, you can, of course, you can buy it. You can buy it as much as you want, bro. But I'm not. I want to say adios to this one, and I'm gonna wait for that one. POW, GBP, DUX, Ivan, it's even consolidate. Siva, can you... I don't understand you sometimes, Siva. It's a high. Okay. Well, I don't know. Can you tell me in Indian, and I will Google translate it? I don't understand your GBP DUX. What does DUX comes in here? Since we are close to December festive period, what do you think of the market's volatility? I think it's still gonna drive the market until targets. We haven't hit targets yet. Only near closing on, I think. Yeah, but it also drives a lot of the volatility, call it. So it's going to be dead. It's going to be dead on Thursday. So that's probably going to drive the market tomorrow, strongly in a direction, whatever the direction market decides to do. So, yeah. Just mentioning that. Yeah, and then we have PMIs next week. Not really concerned. We have the Biden's going to elect some kind of chairman for the Fed. Yeah. Okay, cool. Oil. Aussie yens. Bearish. Oops. Aussie yen bearish. I guess some kind of like that. CAD yen. Bearish. Still to the downside. I'm going to give you targets soon. But I think, or it could potentially be the targets next week. Week. Down to maybe 89. Aussie. Down to 81.50. Euro yen. Down to 127, sorry. And then some kind of pullback here. New Zealand yen to the downside. But I won't sell New Zealand yen. So there is some risks here, and I don't have a higher high at the moment, so I just wait for that, and then continuation higher. So we shall see if it happens. We shall see. Who says that? Was that TV2 or something back in the days? We shall see. I don't know if you can remember, Christian, but I think that was the slogan for TV2. USD yen. Hopefully more bullishness here. I don't know if it is bullish. It's not really bullish per se, but ish at least. Dollar strength, yen weakness was kind of what I'm hoping for every day, every week. So yeah. NOK yen. Performer to the downside. And what was it who said that? No, Danske Bank said that USD NOK is going to go to 9.5 within the year. And krona is going to weaken, mostly because of dollar strength. But also the strength in krona has kind of gone away. And that we're now going to see some settling in the financial markets. And there's not really a reason to be buying krona for other people other than Norwegians, because it's still not a country where you would like to invest in. Norway hasn't been made to be like, oh, mecca for investing. Also, we're going to increase taxes. Yeah, well, that's what I think about that one. They're going to increase taxes. They have reduced the limit before you have to pay taxes on gifts. They're going to increase interest or increase taxes on oil. They're going to increase taxes. Probably going to put in some taxes on some inheritance. Yeah, tax loving party coming in, and they want to have social benefits, so they have to pay somehow taxes. They also want to subsidize some kind of ferry line with 50%, which was worth I don't know how many million that was, and they have to subsidize it somehow, somewhere. You guess how? Taxes. So yeah, USSR 1557 ish to the upside, but I don't know if it's ever going to go down there, but that would be great. But yeah, watch out, mate. If it falls, put your stop loss in. I'm not going to trade it myself, so you're on your own there, but I know people have done well there. I know who is interested in that one. Swissy yen. Swissy can all of a sudden, without a break, just fall off face of the earth. That is when the Swedish National Bank says, well, this is too strong. We're going to tank it, and they will tank it. How does tanking the Swissy looks like, by the way? Tanking the Swissy looks like, where is it? This one. This is tanking the Swissy. It is straight line downwards. Almost no pullback whatsoever. So, yeah, that is market pushing it higher, central bank sending it lower. So there's a not a tow truck, it's a tow there. So it's just, when you just see the market just fall flat, straight falling without anyone else falling, yeah, that's what happens there. Oil is still to the lower side. I want this to rise. I'm just going to wait for that one to rise. But 77.50 or 79 area-ish is probably where you would like to sell it. But that's all up to you. I'm not going to. So you're on your own there. But it's looking kind of bearish. So I would probably take it up in December. Coming into third week, last week of November. Yeah. I'll probably take it up in December. Hey, boss. Nat gas to the sky. Okay, I guess. James says Euro New Zealand, pound New Zealand. I know news is coming on Wednesday on New Zealand. Powell says inflation is transitionary. But it's very high now. US printed 4% of all dollars note in the last year. Hey, boss. Are you... Read my comments above, Siva. Siva, I have said to you, please, that I do not understand what pound, ducks, Eivind, it's even consolidate. I don't know what that means. Do you mean that pound is consolidating? I've said that pound yen is consolidating, and I'm not gonna trade it until it moves. If that's what you were talking about, maybe. But I'm not gonna trade it. Any news on when to expect the Fed nomination? Before Thursday. So, okay. Euro New Zealand is a difficult pair to trade, I would say, at the moment. Okay. Mostly to the downside, probably. Mostly because of Euro weakness, New Zealand strength somehow. But it's not set in stone. It can probably just bounce back up again, for that matter, and do something. And it's not a favorable pair for me. It's not a real favorable market for me. So I'm just gonna wait for that one to set itself out. Aussie, New Zealand. I have looked for that one to have a pullbacks before falling. Prices are mentioned. Currently bearish. Good, fair enough. So yeah. But yeah, so and then there's going to be news on New Zealand on Wednesday. That's probably gonna send the market 100 to 200 pips in direction if there is something new. So yeah, it depends who you're gonna trade it with. I would probably trade New Zealand to the downside if New Zealand strengths, and if New Zealand weakens, I would probably do pound New Zealand to the upside for these strength differences there, and probably get a good pullback and then to the upside. Something like this should be my trade plan here. Don't forget the like button, bro. Siva, he is having a laugh. He's having a laugh, that's all. But yeah. Nat gas has started consolidating again, so we'll just wait for it to break out. I was thinking this should fall. Was it here or here maybe? Something, but nah. Wait, I'm waiting here. Either break to the upside or break to the low side, and I will hope for the upside. Yeah, he doesn't know. He's just trading for the past 2 months, so have him disqualify himself. Gold. Is there anyone in here that thinks we should do gold? So gold traders, is there any gold traders here? And if there's no gold traders thinking about gold here, I will pass. Fast gas. I have not seen any news about natural gas and Ukraine, Russia. James says gold. Okay, one guy. That's always nice. One guy. There is some tension between Russia and Ukraine. Yeah, so that's probably going to send gold higher. By the way, that's a good reason. Xavier says that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got sacked as a Manchester United manager. I have one word for you. It starts with a P. And then you can guess which word starts with P that I wanted to say to you. So I have said I think this is going to go higher, and for the reasons lacking of it, it is the political risk in Russia that is going on at the moment. This one can fall as much as this can rise, and we have a technical low, and maybe this is a time to go lower. So we need to hold this one if it's gonna go higher. It needs to hold. If it falls a bit, you can look for pullback and then sell it if you want to. But I'm gonna hold for upside, not financial wise whatsoever. I might be wrong, but I like to be right. Siva. Okay. Now I'm done. It says here in Investopedia that investors are buying gold to hedge against inflation. That means if inflation goes higher, they will not buy it. But if inflation falls, that is so yeah. That's at least how I was taught. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? But because if inflation is the driver of gold prices, one of the drivers of gold prices, and we are at a record high inflation, shouldn't we be a record high on gold as well then? Because in whole of this area here, we've just gone CPI going to the moon. So US CPI, see if I can find it. Yeah. So CPI, as you can see, is going higher. That means that gold should have gone high. Yeah. So we had 4.6, 4.3, 4.6. We are like high, well, way above 2021. We are way above 2020. We are skyrocketing. So if that leads to gold bullishness, why are we not up there then? Okay, good. Answer that, and then I will agree with you. I will then look into what your answer is. Because that is a very simple question you need to answer for yourself and for reasoning up to why gold should go higher. But I'm saying political risk is the reason for why it should go up to 1900. The other reason is that wasn't that one. Oh, that was actually okay. The other reason why it can fall though is because we want to start December low so we can go higher. The other reason you might look into is to demand for physical gold. Different answer. And ask Indians if they're going to buy gold, physical gold in December this year. And another driver of gold is the risk on risk off market. Another driver of gold is the position in the market of the central banks, and if they need to buy gold because they're spending a lot of money spending a lot of money on stimulus packages. That's also another driver of gold. So yeah. Waiting for 1833. I would say 1800 should be a good price to be buying it again. Technically, you need a higher high for gold if you want to go long. Yeah, I agree. I'm saying that it just needs to stop falling from here. What says gold COT? Gold COT says... where is it? I actually forgot to just look at it, by the way. Way more longs has been added. Maybe finally there is going to be some long contracts again. And we are currently in a bullish trend on non-commercials from beginning of October. So yeah. And if I was a gold trader, I would probably buy gold because I would think that gold inflation is too high. Not because of inflation, but I would be worried about too high inflation. Yeah, could go to 1680 for that matter. It doesn't need to. Alright, people. We have been here for 56 minutes. Yeah, it says that that smart money is buying gold, yes. But I don't believe your inflation story. That's what I'm saying. I think it's other reasons. That was not the one I was looking for. Market update. And then gold. As you can see here, Saxo Bank is not even mentioning the rise in inflation rise in inflation to be going to the upside. But I'm done with that topic right now. But yeah, I think it's I think actually it's another one. It's another reason can actually be because people are selling their bonds and buying gold instead. But yeah, that's all. All right. Thank you guys for joining in today. 30 people right now. Thank you, all 30 people who stayed until here. I am happy for every single one of you that is in my family. Have a good week. Don't trade markets you don't understand. Certainly don't put real money into it. And surely don't trade strategy you haven't tested before. And have a good night. I'll try to explain the reasons of why market goes where they go and where I think the market's going to go. I might be wrong. Totally wrong. I might lose all my money by the end of it. So, have a good day. Happy Thanksgiving. I love you guys. Love your family. Mwah. See you soon.